President Trump signed an executive order renaming Lake Ontario as Lake America. The order applies only to U.S. federal use, but it lands amid a trade war with Canada, which is set to impose counter-tariffs on $20 billion of American goods on September 8th. So will the new name stick anywhere beyond federal documents? The order, titled Honoring the American History of the Great Lakes and Renaming Lake Ontario as Lake America, cites the Geographic Names Act and directs Interior Secretary Doug Burgum to work with the Board on Geographic Names to update the federal naming system within 30 days, remove all references to Lake Ontario, and guide federal agencies to use the new name. But the order's stated basis rests on a geography that doesn't match the lake itself. The order claims the U.S. holds most of the lake's volume, but the surface area split is roughly half in each country. The order claims the U.S. holds most of the lake's volume, but the surface area split is roughly half, about 47 to 48% in the U.S., chiefly New York, and about 52% in Canada. New York Governor Kathy Hochul rejected it outright. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney noted the name is over 400 years old. Industry Minister Melanie Joly was even blunter. The name itself is Indigenous in origin. Ontario traces to a Wendat word, Ontari'io, meaning beautiful lake or Great Lake, in use for the lake since at least the 17th century. Canada's reciprocal counter-tariffs, 15, 25, and 50% on roughly $27.6 billion, about $20 billion of U.S. goods across roughly 700 products, take effect September 8th, matching the 50% U.S. duties already imposed on about $20 billion of Canadian goods. The targets include steel and aluminum, raised to 50% in many cases, plus dairy, appliances, agricultural equipment, pulp and paper, electronics, furniture, clothing, and seafood. The renaming is built on the same template the president used on January 20, 2025, when Executive Order 14172 turned the Gulf of Mexico's U.S. continental shelf area into the Gulf of America. That order also cited the Geographic Names Act. Mexico later sued Google over the Gulf of America label, and that case remains unresolved. The tariff escalation is set to take effect on September 8th, and the Interior Department has a 30-day deadline to update the federal naming system. So will the new name stick? The order only changes U.S. federal nomenclature, and it affects only this lake, not any other Great Lakes. Canadian maps, New York State usage, and everyday speech are untouched. With the tariff escalation set to take effect in under 2 weeks, the question is whether this symbolic renaming intensifies the trade fight or ends up confined to federal documents. Like and follow for more stories that matter.